speed, we ain't taking no pit stop. When I'm in the place, gonna rave to the max. So the second that I leave, I ain't stopping at the gift shop. Turn up, lift up. Full speed, we ain't taking no pit stop. When I'm in the place, gonna rave to the max. So the second that I leave, I ain't stopping at the gift shop. Bass and the beat got me going insane. Man, I got the party going off the chain. It's been a long week, so I ain't gonna sleep. Put my hands in the air, I'm letting go of the pain. On the grind, man, I've never been a watcher. Too sick, but I don't wanna doctor. Track got me spinning out like a helicopter.
Track got me spinning out like a helicopter. Track got me spinning out like a helicopter. Track got me spinning out like a helicopter.
Turn up, lift up, full speed, we ain't taking no pit stop. When I'm in the place, gonna rave to the max. So the second that I leave, I ain't stopping at the gift shop. Turn up, lift up, full speed, we ain't taking no pit stop. When I'm in the place, gonna rave to the max. So the second that I leave, I ain't stopping at the gift shop. Turn up, lift up, full speed, we ain't taking no pit stop. When I'm in the place, gonna rave to the max. So the second that I leave, I ain't stopping at the gift shop. Turn up, lift up, full speed, we ain't taking no pit stop. When I'm in the place, gonna rave to the max. So the second that I leave, I ain't stopping at the gift shop. Got me going insane, going off the chain. It's been a long week, so I ain't gonna sleep. Put my hands in the air, I'm letting go of the pain. On the grind, man, I've never been a watcher. Too sick, but I don't wanna doctor. Track got me spinning out like a helicopter.
Track got me spinning out like a helicopter. Track got me spinning out like a helicopter. Track got me spinning out like a helicopter.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to round number 3 of the SSRL American GT4 series around Indianapolis. Alongside me in the commentating booth is Charles Randall. Charles, how's it?
Hey, my boy Key, how are you doing tonight?
All good. Excited like always. I've been hearing some good stories this week about this track.
Yeah, no, definitely. The guys don't like it. Indianapolis is quite a fast speedway, and it's a very, very old track. For those of you guys that do not know, we just was talking about it. It was opened in 1909, and 112 odd years old, and very, very, very famous track on NASCAR as well. The guys had a hands full this week, and we haven't had too many good things about this track. So it's going to be an interesting one tonight.
Yeah, look, it's a difficult one. We're doing the MotoGP layout of it, and the guys have had their hands full with this track. But we're going to see it on tonight's racing.
MotoGP, fastest time 1:39, Marc Marquez in 2003, and 16 turns. That is what Indianapolis is going to have for us tonight. So qualifying is about to come up. For those who's new to our channel, please go and like and subscribe to us, and have a look at your drivers for the season and what it is about. We'll see you guys in about 3 odd minutes.
Every time you come around, you know I can't say no. Every time the sun goes down, I let you take control. I can feel the paradise before my world implodes. And tonight had something sleep till late nights, sitting alone. Conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use, or do my bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space? And I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, my bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. Every pure intention ends when the good times stop. Falling over everything to reach the first time spot. Started on a neon light and then it all got dark. I only know how to go too far. My bad habits lead to late nights and then alone. Conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use, or do my bad habits lead to. My bad habits lead to I stay in space, and I know I lose control.
Alrighty, there we go. That is our league info and our drivers as we are just waiting for the server to be reset. And once we go live, we will have qualifying coming up, and that will give us a good old long, I think it's a 15-minute qualifying that will go on. But while we're waiting, have a look at our current driver standings as we are after round number 2. In the lead now, we've got the ever so infamous Mr. Ruan Gous. He's on 131 points. And we've got Namibia's favorite son, Adrian Null, at 116 points there. Blake Creer, winner of a couple of our series already, at 108 points there, being chased down very hard by our very own Clinton Besaidenote, and he's also quite a well-known race driver within South Africa. And then we've got Dylan Versace. He's there at 98 points, and then he's been chased down very hard in 6th position. Dylan Hall at 92 points. Mr. Wayne Lockham is there in 81, and he's right behind him is Tyrone Wesley. So I think now Tyrone, I'm not sure if he's there tonight, but he's going to have, I think, his points taken away from him. But that is a good old close battle. And then we've got Stefans in 9th position, and then Mr. Tumble, or Jana van der Vesta, is a brilliant driver himself in his own right at 72 points there. 11th point position, we've got Richard Clark at 70, Chris Ratloff in 12th at 61, Carl Lawrence, everybody know Carly from the go-karting scene as well. He's in 13 at 46, but he's a late entry to the series. Rob van der Heever at 14 points at 36 and 14th position, and then taking up the rear, Conrad Janssen van Rensburg in 34. So that is our driver standings as we've got it at this moment in time, and I'm just about to open up our server, and then we will see who's going to be in for qualifications and who's going to take this tonight. good old times that came through already. I'm going to try and quickly log in here and just have a look at some of our practice times that came through. Hey, Jason, back there. There we've got it. I'm just starting up the server now as we speak. But yeah, Jason, times-wise, what do you expect to be tonight? Fastest times, and what is the average times around this track?
Twos. I just need to check quickly and see what the exact times were. I wasn't up on our servers early on, but I know it seems like Koos has mentioned that he's not having a good weekend so far. He felt more comfortable with Sebring and with Laguna Seca than what he does now with Indianapolis. So let's give the guys a couple of laps to warm up, Charles, and then we can actually start figuring out what the guys were actually doing.
Yeah, no, it's going to be an interesting one. Indianapolis Fast Raceway, and yeah, it's going to make a really, really interesting track. As we have a look at Dylan Hall at this moment in time, he's there, and I just want to quickly put off my track descriptions because I think it's not going to mean a lot tonight here at this moment.
Charles, also I just want to correct you there. It's Dylan Versaghi, one of our SSRL members. Dylan Hall has not made it tonight. I'm not too sure why.
Apologies for that one. We've got, who was I? Who did I? Oh, it was Chris Ratloff. Apologies, Chris. You have the same car here as Dylan Hall. That's why I'm looking at Mr. Sarko. But
yeah, the Sarko boys.
And at least Mr. Flatout is represented tonight here. And yeah, that's what we say. You're battling to get into our server, but qualifying is coming up in Yeti. Bloemfontein Security Company there. All represented by Dylan Versaghi tonight as well. And what a nice car. The Supra does look amazing in this. I don't know what this color scheme is. Spider-Man, Batman, some superhero. But I think all he wants is to go fast.
Yeah, Charles, can you share your screen so I can see what you're talking about? But yeah, Dylan Versaghi races for Ingeti Tech Security Solutions, the team for them in Bloemfontein, security company in Bloem. And it's an amazing skin, you know, it takes a lot of time to perfect these skins. I can talk for myself here where I've made the skin for Blake Kruger. It took me a good couple of hours to perfect it. You know, you get one thing wrong, you got to start again.
That's it, yeah.
The guys putting some effort in and building the skins. I mean, another awesome looking car out there is the Tau Energy team. I see only one of their drivers are joining tonight. I see Tyron Wesley and Rob van der Heever is not here tonight. I know they have other things to attend to, but even their cars are looking insanely good.
Yeah, Jason, you're breaking up a little bit there. I think we've got some internet issues on your side, but we will have Jason back with us in a couple of seconds. But yeah, fastest sectors now. It's a funny track because I'm looking at this thing and it's giving us like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 sectors. So it looks like a smarty box on the live timing screen for the guys at home. But 141.8 for Chris Ratloff at this moment in time. Ruan Gous 142.5s, Blake Creer 142.9s, and then Dylan Versaghi is there at 143.1. Another 143 is Adrian Nell, but he's just warming up in this Tau Energy drink McLaren 570 if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that's Adrian Nell that's going to try and regain it. He's a fast driver, so he should jump to the top there.
Hi Charles, sorry man, I'm not too sure if you could hear me now, if I'm still breaking up.
You're back, boy.
Yeah, so got the new fiber installed today, so that could be why I'm having a bit of issues, but nonetheless, let's hope it holds up. I'm not too sure what you guys actually all heard me say about the skins, but the point I was trying to make is the skins, the efforts the guys are putting in are awesome.
That's it, yeah. Johan van der Meester, he still needs to set a time out in this Porsche 918, I think he's in here. And then I see Eli Viraga, he's also joined us. Welcome. I hope you can join us and get through this qualifying session. 10 minutes odd to go. And yeah, Blake Creer, Mr. Sukamisa, sponsored cars in the house. Blakey, obviously a fast driver like we mentioned before, one of our previous series winners in the Genetta Cups, and he really can handle this 718 Cayman very well around this track.
Yeah, no, look, Blake is one of our long-term some race drivers. And I mean, he puts in a lot of effort, just like Rowan Gous, for example. So, Charles, I see that you were talking about Eli Vergara. He's actually not in. I think the skins, for some reason, have not loaded incorrectly as well. As I also see that Carl Lawrence is not in the AMG tonight, but in the Supra. So, I'm not too sure if that was a late-minute decision.
He hasn't complained. Maybe he's good in that one. So yeah, the Supra's fast, Dave. There's nothing wrong with that.
Look.
And then have a look at Clinton. I see he's out there. Remember last week we had a hell of a battle between Clinton and them in this R8, and he just made this thing stick like it's on rails as they go through this main straight into this hard left-hander. 9 minutes to go, and he's really, really looking forward, and he needs to get onto the top left now. But Mr. Chris is still the leader at this moment in time.
Yeah, Chris Randolph seems to be enjoying this track. It's not often that you see Rowan Gous struggling out there, but I mean, we saw it last week. Rowan Gous didn't put the fastest qualifying lap up, but once he got in front and he smelled that W, you couldn't stop him. So we were going to see tonight, and yeah, back to what you were saying about Clinton Bezuidenhout. Between him and Dylan Versace was excellent racing last week, and tight, nice battles.
No, we haven't seen something like that for quite a while, and yeah, let's hope tonight. This is a tricky course. I mean, this is 120 k's an hour, third gear. Adrian now just doing 3 corners in that speed. So yeah, and then remember we've got that long bank into that main straight, and that is quite where the only place you can really have fast. I think if you really want to overtake here, it's going to be under a braking, a bit of a ballsy move. I think. There's not really. It's a tight track, so he's gonna. I think in the couple of first corners, going to make for an interesting race.
Look, it's tight, but it's very wide, so it allows for. I wouldn't say the guys must try and take three cars through the straights or the corners, but I mean it is a wide track. So yeah, if you get your braking right here, you could sneak it up in the inside, and there will still be enough space for the outside driver and the outside line. So. Definitely going to be a tricky one, especially this little section, yeah? It's very slow. I mean, you saw the speeds of 60 k's an hour there through there, so it's literally crawling speed.
That's it now, and I'm looking at the live timings, and Chris was setting purple sectors almost every lap on lap. He's already on a 141.5, but then Adrian Null, I think, is getting the hang of this 570S, as Adrian Null is also jumping right into the 143s, but he's got purple sectors as well as he completed the previous lap. So yeah, I think the guys are going to get used to this very soon now. Jan Philippe says that he's in green sectors, so I think something else is still brewing here. Adrian running really wide here. Needs to get it out, but Mr. Flat Out, he's still in first position.
Yeah, definitely. Charles, I don't know if you want to maybe just run through one of the sponsored videos just to show the viewers that I'm one of our sponsors.
That's it. Let's go and have a look quickly what these guys at Pretoria, Maximum Effort, Donnie and them, they do 4x4 in customizations and accessories, and have a quick look at what these guys get up to in sunny Pretoria.
I'm a life on a I'm a life on a I'm a life on a Buddha. All the Christmas good I'm a life on a Buddha. Lolly don't care on your way. I'm a life on a Buddha. En je staat toch op die plaats. Wat de boeren op je hier op niet. Je wordt door rond die ik ga lekker laat. I'm a life on a 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 lumpy. I'ma like find a lumpy. I'ma like find a I'ma like find a I'ma like find a Buddha lumpy. I'ma like find a Buddha lumpy. I'ma like find a Buddha lumpy. En je staat toch op die plaats wat de Buddha lumpy geeft die op niet spot door rond die ik ga lekker naast.
And there we go. There's one of our main sponsors, Maximum Effort in sunny Pretoria, like Charles said. And they specialize in ARB 4x4 accessories. And I'm sure that you saw in the video, they do some amazing things to the front and the rear of these 4x4s. I mean, the workmanship, the quality, the product is just outstanding. And the price is even better. I mean, I used to be in the motor trade, and these ARB bumpers can range up to 30,000 Rand a bumper. And I know Donnie comes into the market at much cheaper prices for, I would say, the same quality, even better perhaps. But yeah, that's one of our sponsors alongside with Tau Energy, obviously, that some of you have come to know now, and GT Tech Security Solutions.
That's it.
All right, we're back. Oh, Charlie, yeah.
Yeah, no, thanks, buddy. Just sorted out. All right, guys, back. Nothing changed too much. 141.42. Chris slightly going faster. He's done 3 purple sectors. Josie now on his fastest lap. He's now on 1 purple for him here as he's trying. And let's see if he can actually get it better. 142.2, slightly. Yes, that was so close that he's almost got it better. And then we've got Blake also in the purples now. He's jumped up right to the top. He's now in 3rd, wrapping up the top 3 positions. But Dylan is there at 143. Adrian now battling. It's not normal to see Adrian, Clinton, and Carl, even I want to say, at this lower numbers here.
Yeah, look, Adrian Nels, obviously, I can tell you now, he mentioned it last week where he mentioned that, you know, the Genettas just stick through the corners. And I think with this track being so tricky in the midsection here, that's where the Genettas perform. And I think that's where he's struggling with. Obviously on top end and long straights, we'll see the McLaren come through. But I mean, Shaw, look at that. We've got 2 Genettas, 1st and 2nd, and then a Porsche in 3rd, a McLaren in 4th, and then in 5th and 6th is the Supras. So quite a variety up front and a nice little mix to see.
JJ just had to quickly open up for a little girl that wants to come sit with Daddy again tonight. She, for some reason, my daughter loves this racing.
that's a good thing that she likes racing, and I mean, growing up, it's going to cost you some bucks.
Maybe money well spent. One day I can travel the world to Grand Prix circuits or something.
Of course, yes. Be the first female Formula 1 driver to take over.
Yeah. All right, guys, 1 minute to go. Here we are. Chris Ratloff wrapping up 141.4 as he couldn't go any better. We've got Josie now 142.2. Then we've got a lot another 142 at Blake Krier and Adrian now slightly improving and overtaking De La Versace there. As you see these guys in the pits, I think they are calling it a night at this moment. Out on track, we've got Radlow, Jos, and then we've got Kyle Lawrence. I can see him out here, and Blake Krier is also on track now. So Kyle, I mean, he's doing quite well for a car that he's just had to be thrown in tonight. So I think he's handling. But this Genetta, no, he's in the Supra. Sorry, apologies.
Supra, yeah.
It's just also such an easy car to drive. It's just sticks as well. But I still love the Genetta. I'm a Porsche fan, but the Genetta drives amazingly well.
Yeah, the Genetta overall, when they designed and built the Genetta for the GT4 and even the Genetta Super, I mean, it's such a well-balanced race car, and it was much cheaper than all the other GT4 cars that you could buy at the time. And okay, you know, they're not doing so well compared to the competitors in the actual GT4 or GT3 series. But I mean, on the sim racing, the guys love them, and it's, I mean, for the last 2 races that we've seen, Genettas are leading the pack, and it's purely because they can sit through the corners. Look, they don't have as much grunt down the straights as all the other competitors, but corners, it's just a beautiful car.
Yeah, it's a really, really fun car. I enjoyed it. My best time in one of these Ginetta GT3 we drove in Spa, and I absolutely loved that race.
Yeah, the Spa track, awesome track, very long, but it is fun. And going down the main straight, back up the I forgot its name now. What is the hill, Shoal, as they come up? I think it's Rouge Hill or something like that.
Yeah, you got me now. Ask me again, but ask me slowly.
But going up the hill, you gotta have the right line, otherwise, you're gonna be off.
All right, now overtime is here. Qualifying is gone. I think Chris is very comfortable. He's sitting in the pits, but Ruan is just trying his last bit to try and overtake, as he's also now said that is it. But Josie trying out on track. He's going to try and get that final push now for second. He needs to come up with a good old 7 tenths, only just slightly better his time, but he's still a half a second off the time of Chris, so he's going to make an interesting one right on the top. Blake Crean now in the pits. He's wrapping up third, Adrian Nel fourth, Dylan Versace in fifth, Kyle Lawrence in sixth, Wayne Lockham in seventh, and Clinton Besaidenout eighth, and then Janu, and just jumped to the pits. I was like, what's going on?
If you look at his windscreen, look at this abbreviation for his name, Ojan. You'll see now. There we
awesome.
Go. There's Ojan.
He's a bit van die Bosveld.
Yeah, say. Yeah, sure. So as the guys wrap up the quali here, it's interesting times. A small field tonight again. Unfortunately, a lot of the guys had other commitments. I mean, that is unfortunately the sim world. You can't always commit to it. But I mean, like we said before, sure, a small field, less hassles, more interesting racing. So, in a minute's time, we will kick off over to the racing.
That's it, guys. Now, having a quick session information, we are going into race now. 25-minute race is going to be an interesting one. Track grip currently 100%. The time of day is 12 o'clock in Indianapolis. And then we've got air temperature of 25 at a wind speed of 8 kilometers an hour. And our tarmac is actually at 35. So it's quite a nice one. Tire wear will definitely come to play, especially on these left-handers. And we're going to come into our final race now. I don't want to call this one, Jason. I'm not going to put any curses on anybody tonight. But I think we should be in for a treat. All the guys are going to push so hard that we might see one or two altercations or incidents happening, as we can call it. But overall, GT3 League so far, we had brilliant drives, clean racing, fun, and all 10 or 9 of these guys has got the utmost respect for each other, and that is what it's all about at the end of the day.
Yeah, look, Charles, it's going to be interesting to see what Chris Randolph has got planned for tonight. Last week he saw Gous slip through his fingers and he just couldn't catch up. So it's going to be very interesting to see what he's going to do from the start. He's obviously going to have to try and keep Gous behind him, because he knows if Gous gets that gap, he is very consistent. And so is Chris Radloff. So It's going to be a very interesting race for the first 5 cars here.
Cool, buddy. Lights are on. We've got 4, 5, 3, 2, 1 light. This was a very quick countdown. And we are racing here as an Indianapolis slow start for Clinton Besaidenout now. But look at this. Adrian Nel super fast off this line. But we know the McLaren.
Got such a pull.
And that is why Adrian also qualifies in 4th position now. Through the first corner here, we can see Blake Crean already pushing hard and Cliff on the inside. I just need to jump and get my car off the track, but there we go. Blake running super wide. Guys, I'm going to be back right now. There we go. Back to the front now. Adrian Nel, huge spin. Oh, and an accident with Clinton Besaidenout, and Jonathan Investors is involved there with Wayne Lockham, and you can see Dylan Versace in 9th position as also involved. So there was something, just the timing of my jump to the pits, that wasn't perfect.
We always seem to miss the action, Charles. But going back to the front, Christopher Radloff leading now with almost a second. Then Rowan Gous, Blake Kruger, then Kyle Lawrence pushing up the pack. Well done there to him. Clinton Besaidenout, and then Adrian now lock on Versace. So obviously something happened between Versace and Adrian. And I think that's why thrown
think
into
he
the
just
back.
came too fast out of the blocks. Tires was cold, and I think that hard braking just made him run lightly, loose on track of the car, and he just clipped on. And you can see Clinton bumped him, but Clinton came through very nicely. And I think the one other bad thing there was Janu that got knocked. But look at this McLaren flying. This is such a bloody fast car. So McLaren now in 5th position, Clinton beside a note, and Adrian Nell looks like they're going to give us the battle of this evening, as these guys are right onto each other again and battling it out already as we just started with another 23.5 minutes to go still of racing.
Yeah, what an interesting first lap. It's interesting to see that Clinton Mercedes gave that position up so easily. I think he knows, Adrian now with that McLaren, it's just got the pace, to try and battle for 3-4 laps and waste your tires. I don't think it's going to be worth it for him.
Yeah,
but
no,
a big lose there for Nell. He's going to have to catch up.
Yeah, Ghost now already catching up with Chris Radloff. I think Chris is just conserving his tires a little bit as he's going through this S's now. And slow corners, 60 k's an hour like we mentioned. But now on this infamous straight before they hit this hard left-hander. And the guys, like Josie said, it's not his favorite track of the year.
Yeah, he's definitely not agreeing to this track. And look at that, Blake Kruger has actually pushed up quite well. So this is going to be a very interesting race. I would love to see my driver, Blake Kruger, be up front there in the mix and battle it out with these Genettas, just to show these Genetta boys, listen, a Porsche can also do it.
Yeah, unfortunately for Janu now, as we look at it, Janu slightly got a 7 minute, but it looks like he's battling with this Porsche, eh? He's slipping and sliding a little bit, and then Dylan Versace, and he's here, he's also in this Ingeti car. He's going to drive really fast. We know him. He doesn't give up very, very, very easy. And Wayne now coming under pressure. Look at this now. Here we got Team Dylan Versace running wide. He tried to get into that cut, but he couldn't make it stick. Mr. Wayne that knows this track and his linearness is just like so good at this. His car is on rails. And then look at Clinton. You can see him here in the front. Look at Clinton defending. He's like left and right as he's just making that R8 as wide as he can possibly do it for this evening.
Yeah, I think Clinton, I'm not too sure if he has a good setup yet tonight, but it almost looks like he's suffering on the top end speed here, because the guys are catching him like he's standing still.
Adrian now onto Kyle Lawrence. He's chasing him down, but Kyle is flying. Kyle is faster than this McLaren in his Supra down this main straight, and a hard on the braking sticks. Look at Kylie. Oh, come on, but don't run wide. Make it stick, and he's just done that. But Adrian is right on his heels, trying the inside. Bump. Adrian
diving in the inside.
I think so too there, my mate. I think so too. That was unfortunate. Kyle now taking the corner, but that's rightfully, I think, his as well.
Yeah, no, look, I think Adrian now cooked it a bit there, and went into the corner too hot and then drove into the side of Kyle Lawrence. So guys need to just calm it down. There's still 20 odd minutes left of racing. There's still lots of time to make up your positions. But I think Adrian Nell knows to try and stay into the championship.
Look at Mr. Wayne. He's coming up to Chris now. Oh, there's a three-way battle happening, Jason. Wow, this is Dylan Versace.
Here we go.
Oh, wait, look, this is like the battle of the red cars here.
And look again, it's Dylan Versace and it's Clinton Mercedes involved here again.
Here we go, Cape Town versus Bloemfontein. Oh, look at Dylan now, hard on the braking. He just overcooked that one. Red brake disc, these carbon discs as they go into that corner. And Wayne, again, he's just waiting for those two oaks to make a mistake, and then he's going to capitalize.
Yeah, Mr. Wayne Lockham with his new setup there. He's still trying to get hold of or figure everything out to make sure he's comfortable with his new setup. But he's been building awesome button boxes as well. So one of his days he'll be in a full race setup, but this will be a sim race setup. But yeah, look,
hard into the back of Dylan Versace now.
Dylan Versace a bit of a nudge.
Oh, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if it was Wayne that was just unexpectedly late, or Dylan just unfortunately caught him out, because Dylan had to defend and attack at the same time. So I think it was just one of the two. But what a drive between these guys so far. Unfortunately for Wayne again, like last week, he just got that one drop, but his car looks okay.
Yeah, look, it was good sportsmanship. He gave the position back. You could see he's hit the brakes. Unfortunately, cooked it into the back of Dylan Versace. But instead of just going past him, he gave the position back. But it almost looks like Wayne Lockham is struggling. Sean, if you listen to his brakes and the way he's braking, it's almost like he doesn't have brakes.
I just wanted to say the same thing. I'm picking up like he's really loose in the car. He's really battling. It's not I mean, even if you had a look at his steering, there I go. Shit, I just jumped back to my own car. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure this out. But anyway, to the front as well, Chris Radloff, he's now running a good old lead for him here. He's got 2.5 minutes onto Gous. We saw this last week is there. Blakey is catching Ruan at this rate.
Yeah, but Sean, you notice the gap between Chris Radloff and Gous? It's gone to 2.6 seconds. It's almost at 3 seconds. So Chris Radloff has put the hammer down now and he's going. And I think Gous at this stage has no answer for him.
Wait. We've said it last week. And what happened was there was such a battle between second and third that they actually went fast in pace and caught the front leaders.
True.
This is coming because Blake is catching 1.5 seconds now. He dropped down from 1.8, 1.4 now. So these two mates is going to get into, I think, a little bit of a Phil Collins moment very, very soon. Kyle Lawrence now 9.5 seconds back in this Supra. Adrian Nel right onto his heels. Here we go again, Namibia versus Kyle, and I think Kyle is here with me and Joburg. Yeah, he is.
Yes, yeah.
But here we go now, Kyle on this hard left-hander. Look at the different lines. I mean, they looking at each other. Adrian now, obviously, again. Let's see how this is going to be.
He's got the inside line. Yeah, it was a great move from him there. He's going to keep the inside. Yeah,
and this should be Carl's. But let's see. Carl's not giving it up. He's making it run very
awesome. Oh no, boys!
That was a bit of a touch
leaving
and go.
No room there for Adrian.
Oh, that was unfortunate for Adrian now there. Oh, action as we go. Adrian probably battling with this car. Let's see if his steering is still there. But yeah. He's right on the heel now and he's giving Mr. Wayne a battle as well.
Yeah, shame, Charles. This is not Adrian's now. I mean, this will be his third time trying to fight his way back to the front. Unfortunately, you know, it's tensions build up through that little tight section. You got to leave each other room. And I think Kyle Lawrence forgot that the tyre wall's there, and I think Adrian Nel himself forgot that the tyre wall actually comes in there. So unfortunately, they caught them out and it took out Adrian Nel. I know he won't be happy with that, but rubbing is racing, and unfortunately these things happen. He's just got to put his head down now and try and catch up again.
Yeah, no, they are, and Adrian is good at it, eh? Don't call him off. He doesn't give up. He will come from the back and he will drive the balls of this car until the finish line crosses in 16.5 minutes. So don't count him out yet. I think Mr. Wayne's going to have his hands full in a couple of laps here. Adrian, and this McLaren is fast. I mean, the cornering might not be there, but bloody hell, it's fast into the main straight. But Adrian, I mean, he can make this corner stick. We just saw it now, so he knows this car, and I could see him. He's got this favorite S's that's his, because he tries his move every time at that same position.
Yeah, he had an awesome move there on Carl. He was hanging back in this first section here, and then he swung it out to the right to get the inside line. Oopsie.
Look at this now, Adrian catching. Look at it, caught Wayne through two corners. He's right up to the bumper of this Porsche as well. So Adrian knows exactly what racing line to follow here. Look at this clean lines. I mean, they just lost it there.
Yeah, he's obviously worn his tires off a bit with all the spinning and things that are happening. But
he's still going.
He should be able to catch Wayne Lockham quite easily. I think Wayne's having an issue tonight with setup.
Yeah, Wayne is batting. His car's all loose. But look at Adrian now coming up to S's again. He knows this. A little bit of a clipping there as they steal some time. But hey, it's all fairness. So anyway, Wayne is battling. If you look at his car, he is definitely all over the show. Here we go now. Let's see if Adrian's going to make this one stick. He's going to look right, and look at this. In sweep now. Adrian's going to try that undercut. Wayne running super wide. Adrian also
Wayne
lost it. I mean, Adrian couldn't have the grip through there.
Yeah, no, that line didn't work for both those drivers. I think Wayne went for the defensive line, leaving the brakes too late, and then actually going off track.
Alright, now Dylan Versage onto Clinton Poseidon and just chasing down Kyle Lawrence. Amazing. I mean, Kyle is sitting in 4th position already, so it's his night. I think you need to stick to the Supra.
Yeah, look, Charles, I must actually just double check. I'm sure he almost drove in the AMG last week, because I know he messaged me in the week and he said, man, I should have chosen this car. It's a cuck car. So unfortunately, that's the car for you for the season. But anyway, if I'm wrong, I apologize, but I mean, if he's driving the Supra for the first time without setup and everything, he's doing flipping well. I mean, look how he's catching Clinton Poseidon. And we know that's another thing the Audi is good in, is the 4-wheel drive system to the corner is great, but it struggles on the top end. And I mean, look how he's catching. I mean, yes, the Supra is actually doing quite well to the corners too. Let's see. He's actually caught. Dylan Versace is actually caught up lekker to Clinton and to Carl now.
Yeah, I'm trying to look. I'm looking now quickly as we go through the driver sign-up page, and I can't find Carl Lawrence here with this car that he actually registered in. So it's going to be
He was a late
one.
entry, Charles. I don't think he registered actually under Discord. He just WhatsApped me and asked if he could join, and I said yeah, because he joined in our Clio Cup as well.
Moderator favorites, eh?
Hey.
Alright, now look at this, guys. Dylan Versace in GT4 Supra, all the way from Bloemfontein right onto Clinton Besson again. Battle is brewing between these two guys now. Clinton looking for the undercut. Let's see. Oh, they almost make touching there. And this
good move.
brilliant move, but well spotted also from Dylan. I mean, Clinton saw Dylan's coming back and he just gave him that slight gap. But hey, Clinton still regains in his 5th position now. But now let's see Blake. Oh,
ironic, they're battling
eh?
again, Charles. Clinton and Dylan's battling again. That's awesome to see. These two guys know each other well. And I mean, we saw the racing last week where eventually Dylan just pulled away from Clinton, or was it the other way around? I'm not too sure. But let's see, it's going to happen again. It seems like it's the closest battle we have.
Here we go now. Look at Dylan now coming already onto that left fender, and he's flipping Supra is just fast on this main straights as they go through this thing. And I'm looking now, interesting thing. It's like Indianapolis in reverse this actually.
That could be, it's the MotoGP's version. I'm not too sure. These are downloaded mod. It could also not be 100% correct. I mean, we try to do the whole American GT4 series. So it could possibly be, yeah, sure.
All right, here we got it now. We've got Supra versus Supra as Carl Lawrence now and Dylan Versace also trying to make that move now onto him. 0.1 seconds now behind Carl Lawrence as these two guys are battling. But
here comes
Clinton. Clinton says, hey boykies, wait for
back.
me. Away masakanners.
And that's it. I mean, look at this. I mean,
unfortunately for Kylie. I think Dylan just slightly went to the back of him. Unfortunate for Carl. Oh,
I think almost Clinton Besson had nudged Dylan a bit, and then Dylan nudged Carl.
But now Adrian is coming back with a vengeance from the back. Look at him. He's already in 5th position as this guy from Namibia is flying on the inside. Oh, touch Adrian!
No. Oh, guys, again. Wow. This is tricky. Like you said, Charles, in the beginning, there's just no room for overtaking, and it's almost showing it that there is no space. But I mean, the cars are just touching each other and they're going off track, which tells me the tyre wear should be finished on these cars.
Yeah, and Adrian's got this thing where I think he knows his McLaren's got a good chance to overtake on the corners, and he's trying his utmost to make that corner stick. And just I think in a couple of times now we saw every bump happening in a left-hand corner. So let's see if this car's left or right and drive. Left and drive. So he might have just had a little bit of a blind spot move there. Wayne Lockham is 7th now, and unfortunate for our mate Carl. Yes, that's an unfortunate one. And then Jarno van der Westner, we saw he also disconnected from the server after his accident he had. Chris, now, hey, we forgot that we've got a race in the front as well. Blake Creer, something happened. He's 5 seconds behind Ghost now. So we went from 1.4 seconds down to 5, and
I always think Blake has just realized, I'm 21 seconds. Yeah, I'm 21 seconds in front of the driver behind me. And I know Blake, he will push. You'll probably be sitting there in sweating and stressing. And I think he's just realized, let me just maintain my lap times and I'll take the points.
That's it now. Jose chasing down still hard. He's only 2.8 seconds behind Chris as Chrissy is here almost into the final bends now, and Jose is behind him. But let's not say this, but if it stays like it is now, I think that 3 seconds, 5 seconds gap, 20 seconds gap, that is I think how it should end up this evening with 9 minutes to go, unless something really unfortunate is happening, Jason.
The commentator's curse.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, look, Chris Radloff is gone there in the front. If he does go off and he spins it around, then they will allow Ghost to catch up very quickly. Let's hope that does not happen. I think Ghost has got no answer for Chris tonight. which I know you won't be too happy with it, but I mean, he is leading the championship. He's got 2 wins in the bag. This would have been awesome to get a hat-trick. But you never know, Charles. Let's not curse Stokes, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, now Adrian now still attacking now on Clinton Bassano note as he's closing the gap down again. Fast left-hander. Adrian's now going to make this SS stick and see if he's going to pull that move onto Clinton, because we remember this now on 3 consecutive laps. This is where Adrian made his move, and you can just see this McLaren. Look at him, he's closing like a 2-second gap in 2 corners. So Adrian knows the S's is where this McLaren 570S is actually fast.
Yeah, he's very fast through the first sector of the track. I mean, even through all the corners, to be honest, you'll see now.
Look at this. There's he making it stick
corner
now.
cutting again.
A little bit of a cutting.
Yeah, but I mean, he should just hang 10 here and slipstream, and he knows that the McLaren will definitely have longer legs than the Audi here.
But we saw him in the previous races on the main straight. Look there, he's not really catching the R8 and he's not catching the Genettos on the main straight. So Adrian's going to try this sweeping move again like he did previously, but Clinton this time knows Adrian's behind him and he's doing the hell of a defensive move. But look at Clinton running slightly wide. Adrian just with a better line now, and yeah, that's what we want to see, my mate. Just hang it slowly and put Clinton under pressure, you know, and see who's got the better drive out of a corner.
Yeah, look, I mean, Charles, how great is Clinton Bassano's driving become? I mean, from when he started until now, it almost seems like he's got years and years experience. He's really grown.
Adrian trying that SS. That SS works for him. Now here's a talk. Main straight. Let's see who's got the balls here. Clinton pulling out of the slipstream,
breaking the slipstream, yeah.
And then here we go, see the McLaren is running, and yeah, but he's not making those much grounds that we thought he might. But look at this now, he's going to make these 2 stick. Adrian a little bit wide, Clinton still on the inside.
Back in. But this is where Adrian is super good. He's been fast here all night.
And yeah, Adrian is very fast through this SS. He's running wide here. Clinton, amazing situational awareness. Look at him. He's just snaking that car around, keeping that space.
Well done. Keep it there.
Get it, Bart.
Go, Clinton. Well man, that McLaren's just got the legs out of the corner.
That's it, yeah.
Flipping awesome racing and awareness from Clinton Bassano. Well done.
Which car do you think has got the nicest lines?
Yo, you know, if you're going to ask me which car do you think has got the nicest livery,
no,
I would say that.
Let's not go there.
Lines, I would say the R8. The R8's a got more aggressive looking car than the McLaren. The McLaren's almost like, you've got money, you just want to have a nice looking car, but I mean the R8 is like aggressive. It looks like a race car, it looks mean, you know?
Yeah, I tend to look at this counter steering for Adrian as he's losing that car through this corner. Clinton now right onto him. Clinton saying, that's it my way, that's Maina.
Yeah, no, look, Clinton's is capitalizing on that slight little mistake from Adrian now, but again, I mean, look at the legs that McLaren's got out of the corner. It just pulls that R8, and it's amazing because the R8's actually 4-wheel drive. So, Clinton, you got to stick it up there and stay close to the rear of that McLaren, so you can try and get a slipstream here now. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, now the roles are reversed. They're coming out into the main straight, and Clinton is behind Adrian, but I think the gap was slightly because you can actually see the McLaren pulling away from this R8. Back to the front now. Look at Blake Courier. We jump to him quickly. He's 5.7 seconds behind Ruan Ghoos, who's now in second position. This guy's, I think, is going to do that now. And then, you know, this is amazing. Mr. Flat Out, this is so... his name just suits him because he's in first position with a 5-second gap and he's still hitting purple sectors.
Yeah, no, he's definitely flat out, and I'm sure all his teammates at Soccer Racing over on the console community are probably rooting and cheering for him flat out. I mean, he's new to our community, new to the sim racing on the PC side, and he's doing flipping well.
Yeah, no, Wayne Lockham, like we said, I definitely think he does battle with this setup. He's been talking to us as well offline and said to us he was battling this week, and it's not, you know, he's not a. I think it's just a track. He battles to read the track. So yeah, talking that Josie just said purple sector. So he's also not fighting in the front. He's also not letting go that fight. But Wayne is slightly closing down onto Clinton. I think if Adrian makes another mistake, it's going to be a 3-way battle for 5th, like last week. Guy Lawrence now 8th position. He's not given up. He's just slightly losing that car as well. tires comes to play for Carl Lawrence, and he's going to try and push it. I mean, even if in this race tonight there's some good points to get even.
Charles, is there any way that we can put the tire app on for the spectators to see?
I'm going to try and see if we can get it.
That would be interesting to see if they actually got somewhere and what's actually going on.
I think this one that I'm showing now is actually just on my tires, not actually the car one. So that might not be that brilliant.
You're actually right. I don't think it will work because we're not using all the camera angles tonight. We're actually physically monitoring or controlling the cameras ourselves due to the files being not corrupt but not working so great on this track.
Yeah, now we can see Mr. Flatout now. Oh, he's just almost understeered that car there through the corner. Josie in second position now, running slightly, ever so slightly wide. Blake Creer, I love this car. Love a Porsche. So yeah, here we go. Number 3 for him. Dylan Versage is still driving like a bat out of Bloemfontein in 4th position as he's chasing down 25 seconds behind. But hey, Boykie, is still in the race now. Adrian Nalf, he's in 5th at 4 seconds behind.
Oh
Dylan
no,
Versage.
we just lost Clinton Bassarin, Charles. He just got disconnected from the server. What a pity. I mean, he's not going to be happy with that.
Yeah, unfortunate.
That's
for
95% of the race done, and now you've disconnected.
Yeah, unfortunate. I don't know what happened there. It's a pity, man. But yeah, it's getting there. Back to Wayne now. Wayne is in 6th position. Adrian Now's got a slight 4.9 second gap. I don't think Wayne should be able to close it. You know, he's just been hanging in there for the whole evening. And then Carl Lawrence here is 7 seconds behind. And like I said, kudos for him for just finishing this race off. True gentleman to the sport. And just overall a brilliant guy.
Charles,
did the finish.
There's another. What happened there?
Oh no, there's it back.
Oh, something's acting up. Yes, I saw that. I was like, oh no. So there's something acting up on the server on this. On the server side of things.
Because we've got Gous and Blakey. The ping just had a huge drop. We're currently sitting at 94 for Gous at a like spike. So there we go, 101 now for him. So yeah, I think he's just having a slight internet.
Oh, it just picked up now again. It Gous disconnected.
Yeah, but he's still on the live timings. Don't know what happened there, guys. It's a bit of a
it definitely shows that Gous is off. Yeah, Gous has definitely been disconnected off the server, and that's going to be an unfortunate one for him because that's really going to hurt these points.
Yeah, but it did look like a lag for me because he was sitting quite high, and you could actually see it was going up 91, 92, 101, and then gone.
The ping was getting too high. Yeah,
but that's it plays very well into Dylan Versage, Blake Creer's hands, as that pushes him up to 2nd position. I mean, it's technology, you know, it's not real life. It's not like we can just get up in the cars.
That's how the cookie crumbles. You know, if disconnected, it's obviously on your own side of the internet, and part of our rules is that you must have a stable connection. Obviously, that's not Gous's fault, and he does have a stable connection. But these things happen, Shaw, and I know from previous experience it's very frustrating, especially if you've done at least 99% of the race, and then you get disconnected. That's unfortunate. I know he'll be very upset.
Pissed off, say the word. Alright, Shaw, guys, 15 seconds to go.
I'm going to try and pull in Mr. Radloff here as he goes over the finish line.
Josie is back. I see him on the live timings actually.
Yes, he is back, but
anyway, we've got 4 seconds to go, and leaders on getting into the last lap now, and I think Mr. Chris Radloff will take this one tonight. Let's give him the honors of the couple of last corners as he's now taking it home and taking it through now. Unfortunate for Gous, I'm still on that. That's hard.
Brilliant race from Chris Radloff. From qualifying straight to the start. He put his name on top of that list and no one could take it off. So brilliant drive to him. and a good win for him. So as soon as he crosses this
There
line,
we
Sean,
go.
I'm going to pull him into our commentators.
On the final straight now. Here we go. 180 k's an hour. Mr. Chris Radloff bringing it home for Sarko, and he's the winner of our round 3 from Indianapolis. Well done, bud. You deserve this one. Brilliant. Blake Crean now in second position, as he's coming down the main straight now, and Blakey will bring it home for Team Sukamiza as all the way from the Eastern Cape as well. Third position, Dylan Versace. I mean, he was starting to nip because he's actually got Otranel breathing down his neck at 3 seconds behind him. So let's see him bring it home as well here. All the way for Ngeti High Tech Security Services in Bloemfontein. Well done to Dylan Versace in this Toyota Supra. Brilliant car, sponsored, and he will bring it home as well as he crosses the finish line. Now, never his favorite son, some incidents through the night, but he made it home into 4th position. Here we go, Adrian Nall, superb driving, and you rate those S's as amazing as you can. Alright, Wayne Lockham now in 5th position. He brings it home. Well, he battled the whole evening, but he got it. And then the biggest loser, I think, for the evening, unfortunate for Kyle, he was taken out in that integration with Adrian Nall, and he lost that position all the way to last. But with us, the winner of this evening.
Mr. Flat Out, how are you doing, buddy? Chris, are you there?
He's still celebrating, Jason.
Yeah, I think so. Let's just try and bring in our Mr. Blake Kruger here.
Unfortunately, there for Chris Radloff, he couldn't join us tonight. He's got a comms issue there. But second position, Blakey
Mr.
boy.
Blake Kruger.
How's it, guys? Oh, shame. I feel so bad for Kosi. It was a well-deserved second for him. But yeah, what a tough race. I pushed every lap on the limit. So these legs are too fast. So
I mean, these legs in Genetas, it almost seems like you're struggling to catch him, Blake. I mean, is it because they got better corner speed or corner handling?
Yeah, I know the Geneta turns in a lot better. So if there's long corners, they benefit a bit. The Porsche is a bit understeery. So we spend a lot more hours, I think, setting up our cars compared to them. But yeah, that's as best of a result I could have wished for. So
yeah, it's unfortunate for Gijs. We will review that. But well done in any case, but well done. Good racing. The car looked good. You looked good. And no mistakes from your side. So keep it up. Next one, we'll see you on the next one.
No, thank you, guys. All the best. Thanks very much.
All right, Blakey. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
Yeah, what a race. Unfortunately, it happens, Jason. Like we said, it's nobody's fault at the end of the day. But, could have been
So I'm
better.
going to try and bring Chris Radloff in here one more time. And then if he doesn't hear us, then we'll just get a couple of words from Dylan Versace. I think he also had a brilliant race. And we'll hear from him quickly. Mr. Flat Out, can you hear us now?
Flat out.
There we go. Well done, buddy, on your first win on the new series. I mean, that was brilliant. From qualifying straight to the race. Like I said to Charlie, put your name on top of the list and no one could take it off. Well done. Tell us about it.
Yeah, thanks, man. Put in a bit more effort this week on the setup. Car felt really, really good. And then just put the laps in. Put my head down at the start of the race. That McLaren is very quick off the line. So Adrian was right there. I don't know what happened behind me in the hairpin. I don't know if there was contact or if he just spun himself. But yeah, it was nevertheless it was a good race. I thought Host would be a little bit closer in the race, but looks like I managed to hold him off.
Well, that's great. We will look at the championship points, and I'm sure that I think you were lying third, if I'm not mistaken.
Flat out.
This will definitely bring you up right to the top there. Unfortunately, Josie got disconnected. We're not too sure what happened there. It must obviously be an internet issue. But yeah, well done, buddy. No mistakes from your side. I also thought that I said to Charles in the beginning, I said, look, you know what happened last week. You gave Host that little bit of a gap and it was difficult to catch him. So yeah, your game plan played off and well done, buddy. Well done.
Thanks, but appreciate it. And thanks to all the sponsors. It's awesome to race for you guys.
Lekker, but then we'll see you on the next one. Enjoy it.
Lekker, cheers.
Cheers.
Right, there we go. As he said it, he was under pressure. He doesn't know what happened in the back, but that means
Chris.
when he's in the front, he just goes forward. That's what you want to do when you're in the fleet.
So we've got GT4 driver here, Mr. Dylan Versace.
Yes, guys, how are you?
All right, in yourself, man. And tell us, you had some lekker battles tonight. A tricky track. We know that. No, I don't think most of the guys were too happy with the selection, but I mean, you finished the race and it looked like you enjoyed yourself out there. How was it?
Yeah, I pushed that car to the maximum. I have to say, there in the second corner, I was quite bummed. Someone hitting me quite hard from behind, and I had to drive that car's wheels off just to get by everyone and just get the. I was quite shocked to see they were actually third. I was quite happy getting fourth because I know Chris and Josie and Blake was quite fast in front, so I was quite happy. I was quite shocked seeing Josie maybe had internet issues or something. So yeah, it's quite sad that he didn't get his second place spot.
Yeah, look, unfortunately, we all have these internet bugs. But Dylan, quick one. It was just close to the end when Carl Lawrence was in front of you, and it was you, and then Clinton Besserenat. There's a bit of a touch there from all three of you. Was that because Clinton gave you a little bit of a kiss from behind? And then
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. No,
so yeah, I tried to when Clinton just pushed me or basically nudged me into Carl. I tried to spin Carl back into motion, but yeah, with Clinton, I'm assuming trying to get past me, just get pushing me, and then I spun Carl then all the way around.
Yeah, unfortunately, these things happen. Like I said to Charles, sometimes rubbing is racing. But yeah, it looked tough out there. I'm sure you guys enjoyed it. We were a small field. We're looking forward to the next race. But yeah, thanks for always joining and your commitment. And good luck with the practice for the next one.
Thanks, guys. And I appreciate everyone's hard work into creating this wonderful stream. So yeah, thanks again, guys. And keep it going.
Okay, Dylan, short buddy. Cheers.
Awesome. Cheers, guys.
Well, there we go, Shoal. That's a little bit from something from all our drivers. I think it was a very difficult one. So looking forward to the next one, Shoal. Our next track is next week, Wednesday. And it is around Sonoma Raceway, which
That's
is
it. Wednesday,
good
25th
track.
of August, Sonoma Raceway, situated in the sunny California, United States. Also quite an old, well, not so old, but 1967. So yeah, it's going to make for an interesting one. Quite another one with a lot of corners. So it's going to make for an interesting setup again, and let's see what these guys can do, Jason.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be interesting to see the lap times coming through the week, the guys that dedicate to practice. We're going to have more of the Tau Energy drivers back. We'll have most of the drivers back again that couldn't make it tonight. But yeah, Charles, we midway through the season. We've got Sonoma Raceway left, and then we've got Watkins, Glen, and then the big one, which is Circuit of the Americas, which is a super long track. A lot of straights, a lot of corners. It's going to be a hectic one.
Yeah, and the guys got to get their tackies on because it's a 4-hour endurance race. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, sure.
All right, guys.
Don't give us surprises out.
All right, as we're ending up our stream, I just want to say thanks for everybody. Again, like us, subscribe, and pass it on to your friends. That's how we go. Thanks for our sponsors. Thanks for our drivers. Thanks for all the admins and yourself, Jason. Thanks for joining me once again. And the guys at Steam, from me, and the last words from me will be, have a safe one. Keep safe out there, and love your families. So from me, Charles Randall, I'll say good night.
All right, Charles. Yeah, thank you once again. That's awesome to do these streams with you, and without you, it won't be the same. But yeah, good one, guys. Stay safe out there. Like Charles said, love your families, and then yeah, we'll see you on the next one. From me, cheers.
Cheers, bye-bye, guys.
turn up, lift up, full speed, we ain't taking no pit stop. When I'm in the place, gonna rave to the max. So the second that I leave, I ain't stopping at the gift shop. Turn up, lift up, full speed, we ain't taking no pit stop. When I'm in the place, gonna rave to the max. So the second that I leave, I ain't stopping at the gift shop. Bass and the beat got me going insane. Man, I got the party going off the chain. It's been a long week, so I ain't gonna sleep. Put my hands in the air, I'm letting go of the pain. On the grind, man, I've never been a watcher. Too sick, but I don't wanna doctor. Track got me spinning out like a helicopter.
Track got me spinning out like a helicopter. Track got me spinning out like a helicopter. Track got me spinning out like a helicopter.
Turn up, lift up, full speed, we ain't taking no pit stop. When I'm in the place, gonna rave to the max. So the second that I leave, I ain't stopping at the gift shop. Turn up, lift up, full speed, we ain't taking no pit stop. When I'm in the place, gonna rave to the max. So the second that I leave, I ain't stopping at the gift shop. Turn up, lift up, full speed, we ain't taking no pit stop. When I'm in the place, gonna rave to the max. So the second that I leave, I ain't stopping at the gift shop. Turn up, lift up, full speed, we ain't taking no pit stop. When I'm in the place, gonna rave to the max. So the second that I leave, I ain't stopping at the gift shop. Got me going insane, going off the chain. It's been a long week, so I ain't gonna sleep. Put my hands in the air, I'm letting go of the pain. On the grind, man, I've never been a watcher. Too sick, but I don't wanna doctor. Track got me spinning out like a helicopter.
Track got me spinning out like a helicopter.